Welcome to A Bed in Bangkok with two bitches. I'm Meg.
I'm Joe.
Hi.
Hey, girl.
How are you today?
Good. I'm good. You know, just hanging out.
Living the dream.
Yeah, pretty much. I can't complain. I could
You
always.
will complain. You're
Yeah.
good at complaining.
Yeah, but overall, I'd say life is good.
You know, it's funny, since we've been doing this podcast, obviously, I feel like now I listen to other podcasts thinking of different things. Like I used to just listen to the podcast, and now I'm starting to think of like dynamics between people and the relationships of different hosts. You know, anyone where there's more than one person doing it. And it does make me laugh because that I Had It podcast, which I know you listen to too sometimes.
Yeah. Literally just started.
Yeah, but I mostly have listened to them in clips online.
Yes, exactly.
To be honest. Which got me interested in listening to them. I sort of feel like our dynamic is similar, whereas like she's like the the aggressive, I'm going to tell you all the things that are wrong, and the other one is always like laughing and sort of being the dum dum.
Nice.
I'm the dum dum.
No, I'm the dum-dum, but I'm also mean.
No, I don't know about that.
I mean, I don't know words.
That doesn't make you dumb. That don't make you dumb. Come on now, honey. You do know Celsius, and as we've recently established, you're like super into the metric system.
Yeah. Okay.
Whereas I'm still living in whatever dumb American educational Florida ranking 49 out of 50 education I've received, as my husband always likes to tease me about.
That's funny. I didn't realize that.
Well, it was in the 90s. I couldn't tell you about it now, but it was like 49 out of 50.
I'm guessing it hasn't gone up too much.
Probably
I'm
not.
guessing.
We could be 50 now. We could win.
Okay, yeah. It's always like people be like, what's it like in Memphis? And I'm like, well, it's one of the top 3 most dangerous cities in the U.S. And they're always like, really? I'm like, yeah, we got that.
You got that.
Yeah.
You do got that.
So I don't know if I told you this. My husband was doing like a fucking fast. He has these things where he's like, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. I've done it with him a couple times and I'm done. I don't want to fast.
Why?
Ever.
Why would you fast?
He thinks like it's like a reset, and
I think that is marketing. I think if you want to do it fast because it's part of your religion or something, great.
Yeah.
Like go with God, literally. But to do it to lose weight or to like reset or something, I think is propaganda.
I'm like, there's Ozempic for a reason, honey.
Amen. As a person on it, she says, Ozempic for the win.
So because he was fasting.
Sponsored by.
Yeah, exactly. That would be nice.
Please. Can you please sponsor us?
So because he was fasting, we did this last time as well. We went and saw movies. We went to the theater. And
because he can't be around the house where there's food.
well, because you just get so bored. You're
Right.
like, what do you do? So the last time we went and saw, this is how long ago it's been. We went and saw Oppenheimer and Barbie.
Oh, you did the Barbieheimer.
Yes.
That's cool.
And this time, they were doing like a re-release. I guess because of the Oscars and stuff, they did a re-release of F1.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he wanted to see that, and that was fine. So we went and saw that. And before the movie started, there's like 47 minutes of previews.
Oh, my God.
And all that stuff. And there was this preview for some horror movie, some Thai horror movie. And I was scared shitless.
Was it really scary and bloody?
Yes.
They have the craziest trailers.
They do gore and scare and horror like no other.
They love it.
And it made me think of that time we went and saw that play together.
Oh my God.
What
the
was-
Ghost play.
Yeah, do you know the name of it? It was in Thai.
Oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it, but
Okay.
that was at the theater that I was consulting for at Ratchadalai.
And do you remember, like, basically within the first 30 seconds, I screamed out loud.
Well, do you remember that I stupidly, because having like worked with them on musicals, because that's what I do, right?
Yeah.
Like I cast musicals, I produce musicals. Musicals are pretty much, what I specialize in. So I had gone to other shows that that Tak has produced that were Thai musicals. So I told you it was a musical because I just assumed
I forgot about that.
That's what they were inviting me to. And I thought, amazing. I love actually seeing their Thai musicals because they're actually really good because he also like produces Thai pop and boy bands and stuff, and they get all these people to do all the music. So we rocked up, and it started, and it scared the crap out of us. And I was like, "This is not a musical."
I was scared the entire time.
And then what was so cool about the show, which I have to say, like, you gotta love when live theater can amaze you. Remember how the dead body was on the table and then the lights went out and then the dead body was gone and then the lights went out and the dead body came back? And I was like, how did they get the body off the table so fast? I think they flipped it. They did flip it.
Yeah, they would have to like flip
with a mirror, and they used a mirror.
Oh, okay.
Because I asked Kunja, who is like the set designer, production designer for the theater. He's amazing. And I ended up, I want to say it was even that night. Like you left and they were rehearsing the next show.
Yeah, they wanted you to stay.
They wanted me to stay for rehearsal for the next show so I could pop in and say hi to everybody.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And I was sitting in the back of the rehearsal room with him and I was like, oh my God, give me all the stories. Yeah. I need all the like David Copperfield magic and how you made all that happen. He's so talented.
So they did it with a table flip and
table flip and a mirror, I guess.
I really enjoyed that. I told you I wanted to take my husband to see it, but then they only had matinee. It was like one show left and it was like a matinee.
We went at the end of the run.
And it was, I mean, to be honest, that was the only thing. It was like, I think like 3,500 baht per ticket. And I thought, my husband doesn't like theater. And then
so I'm not going to spend this money.
Yeah, when I tell him how much money I spent on it and you didn't like it, like just so that he could watch me scream like a little bitch, like I don't know.
But it was good.
It was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I will say, well, one, I think that
it was nice. Also, they had the subtitles in English.
Yes. So the company is called Scenario.
Okay.
And they produce at the theater's called Ratchadalai. And I think they put on really good shows, but what they do is not every performance, but they always have performances that are subtitled in English for all their shows. And so like they're so sweet. They always say to me, they're like, Kun Megan, can you follow it? And I'm like, yeah, because I can read. Yeah. You guys, you're so worried that I can't follow what's going on, but I've been to the opera. Like I've also watched movies with subtitles. I watched the Thai face. Like I can read and watch a story at the same time. And
see, you're the smart one.
Well, I guess I am. Well, because I can read. I find it like it makes it really fun to be able to, there isn't a lot of live theater in Thailand, in Bangkok. Yes. He's kind of the guy who does it.
How did you meet him?
Tak. So when
Do you say talk to him or Kun Tak?
No, he goes by P-Boy.
Okay.
Like his Thai name is Boy. Yeah. So they all call him P-Boy.
P-Boy. Okay, but P is like another word for Kun, like
for Big Brother, yeah.
Yeah.
I call him P-Boy. I call him Tak. His name is Takong Kiet.
Okay.
And I met him because my writing partner for the musical that I wrote, Ugly Christmas Sweater, my writing partner, Dan, had... So I'm going to go back even further. So the show that I did here, Waterfall, the musical, had like 2 productions in the United States 10-ish years ago.
Okay.
And my writing partner, Dan, had been the choreographer and co-director with Tak. Okay. Because in America, nobody knew who Tak was. So they were doing this musical and they were like, and we've got, it's, a Thai story and we're bringing this Thai... this Thai director, and all the theaters were like, but also you'll have someone from the States that we all know, right? Because it's just, it's like every area, right?
Yeah.
People want people that they know.
Exactly.
So, so he and Dan had done it together. So when I moved to Bangkok, Dan was like, funny enough, I know someone who does theater over there. So he made an introduction and I went to meet with Tak, and then Tak was like, I'm working on, we're doing Waterfall again, and I'd love to have you involved in it.
Okay.
And then as we were talking, they were like, oh, we're trying to figure out who to cast for the lead guy. And I was like, and we're trying to meet with casting directors and we're not having any luck. And I was like, I'm a casting director too. And he's like, you are? And that sort of worked out. So then I went to America to cast all the leads in New York. And then I did all the casting here for the Thais.
Okay.
Which was really fun because then we got to have like these big auditions, and we got to find a bunch of we actually found a bunch of performers that they hadn't seen before, which was really nice.
Okay,
and
good.
we had a really great company that was half US, half Thai.
Yeah. And how long were they here total?
That's a good question. I'm trying to remember now because it was like
I feel like it was forever. I feel like you
was
were...
forever. We were in rehearsal. I think we were in rehearsal for 3 weeks, and we were in production for. I mean, it was probably like 6 weeks total. 6 or 7 weeks.
Felt longer.
It could have been 8. I mean, it blurs together for me, honestly, at a certain point. It could have been 8 weeks with like the rehearsal, the tech, and the performances.
Okay. I just remember you missed a lot of Pilates.
I missed a lot of Pilates because I was also, you'd never seen me do what I do, which is like be at the theater till 3 o'clock in the morning. The value of that is that's how I learned to drive. Because we had bought our car that summer before I started. And I was like, all right, girl, you got to get yourself to and from the theater every night.
Otherwise it's going to be obnoxious to try. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was like 2 hands on the wheel, clenching my butt, driving at 2 o'clock in the morning, which nobody's on the road.
That's nice. Yeah.
Except for the breathalyzer things, which was really freaky. Have you ever had that happen?
No.
Okay. So
I don't drive drunk.
Okay. I don't drive drunk either. Thank you so much. Wow, bitch. I did not drive drunk. Certainly not when I'm driving on the other side of the car on the other side of the road in a foreign country. I might have been a little tipsy occasionally in America. But that was old to me. Anyway, often in the middle of the night at like 1, 2 in the morning, they'll just on the roads, they'll have like, you have to stop and take a breathalyzer.
Okay.
So what did I know about any of this? So you just, suddenly all the cops are on the road and they pull, you just sort of get funneled into these lanes.
And then they take some people to the side?
No, they
everyone?
made everybody. So they put down the window and they start talking to me in Thai. And I'm like, Sawadee ka. And I'm thinking it's America, right? So I'm like fumbling for my driver's license, my Thai driver's license, and I'm getting it out and I'm trying to tell them things. They don't speak any English. I don't speak any Thai. They're sort of shoving the breathalyzer at me. I don't know what to do. The guy and I got really kerfuffled together. And eventually he was sort of like, just go.
Just get out of here.
Just go.
Okay.
So then the next day at the theater, I was talking to people there, and they were like, oh, they don't want your driver's license. You just breathe into it. And then if there's a problem, they'll pull you over to the side. They were like, they're not supposed to touch you. You're not supposed to touch them. They're not supposed to take your license or anything. Just breathe. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I've done that since.
How many times did you have to do it?
I've had to do it twice. It's mostly just like if you're out on, I don't know, like a Friday night at 2 in the morning on some of the major roads, which is something that I think is actually really cool.
No, it's perfectly fine.
Like the Thais are very big on this. So they're very anti-drunk driving. And I thought, can you imagine that? Like in St. Louis, first of all, everyone would get pulled over because St. Louis has such an issue with drunk.
I didn't know that.
Oh my God. The Midwest is the worst.
Okay.
But yeah, like I thought, well, this is a great use of public resources. Like, let's fucking set up a bunch of checkpoints on the regular so people know to get in a grab.
Yeah.
And like, don't take your ass on the road. Or belittle me being like, Sawadee ka.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you need my driver's license, Chika?
We had one time we had like a company dinner and the driver got so drunk that and me too. My husband.
But you weren't the driver.
My husband ended up driving me and the driver. I mean, I wasn't so drunk, but I wasn't going to drive anyways.
Well, you were going to drive anyway.
But no, I think it's good because I mean, we have enough chaotic driving as it is. We don't need a bunch of drunks everywhere.
The driving here is just on another level.
Sorry for a side note, but you know how I've been going to the embassy, I've been going to get my driver's license, all that different shit. I swear my husband uses me as a fucking guinea pig.
To do what? To just figure out how everything works?
Yeah, to see if people that he work with him can do it and stuff.
Oh, because he gives you like palsies to go with you, right?
Yeah. Well,
you're probably difficult to handle, and so they're like, if he can handle Joe,
that's it.
They're going to be able to be successful for me.
Listen, I show up every place early, and I just do whatever they tell me to do.
You're just perfect
in this aspect. Yeah, and we did all the stuff for the driver's license except make an appointment to get the driver's license renewed.
That's a problem.
And then
You have to do the appointment. I've tried to just show up.
yeah, well, I said this, but the problem was by the time we'd gotten it all done, there were no appointments available.
Yes.
And if your paperwork is older than 30 days,
Yes.
then it expires and you have to do it all again.
I know.
So my husband said, just go there. And I was like, I have literally read like every single place online. I've tried with like they will not let you in to do it. And he was like, I didn't have a problem. Like, I bullshit.
But this happened to me, right? So I was your husband, because this isn't the way I operate in many things in life. I'm like, I'll just turn up. Mm-hmm. I'm certain I can bat my eyelashes and get in.
And you
so
did?
I turned up with all my paperwork, and they were like, out in Nonthaburi, of all places, when they were like, no, madame, you have to have an appointment.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? What appointment? I don't know.
Did you get it?
No, they gave me an appointment, but when they gave me the appointment date, I said to them, I was trying to explain, I was like, this is going to be after my stuff expires. And they were like, it's okay. So of course I came back and they said, your paperwork expired.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I was like, no. Mm-hmm. And so they took all my paperwork.
Because
I was very lucky. I don't think that is typical.
Okay, yeah. Because that's really like without having to pay some money or something.
I paid no money because I was mad and I refused to pay the guy. I paid Kunta the first time. Like, my kid can't go to college because I had to pay stupid Kunta to get us that driver's license.
Yeah.
What a racket.
I went, like he said, I waited in the line, and they are like extra dicky because they'll be like, you don't have an appointment? It's okay. You wait in this line. And then you wait there for about an hour. And then when they get like a little bit of time, they come and say, so now you can make an appointment. And it was like 6 weeks, and I'm like, so now I'm going to have to do everything over again. And I'm just pissed. But side note, because I have a Farangs can fuck off.
Oh, okay.
While we were there, the national anthem came on.
Yeah.
And
you were there so long that was it the morning one or the 6 o'clock one?
The morning. God,
I was like, you were there all day.
Yeah. But Farangs can fuck off with not standing up.
I agree.
If you don't know, that's one thing.
So why don't you say what you're talking about?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I should say that.
For the viewers in the U.S.
Yes. So when the national anthem comes on, you stop what you're doing. And if you're at a place, you'll get the gist real quickly because you see everyone behind every teller window stops working. Everything goes silent. Everyone else is standing up. Also, in the park, you stop running. You stop walking. You stop doing whatever you're doing, and you stand there respectfully, and it doesn't take long at all.
No.
That being said, first time I ever went to the cinema here, I did not know that they were going to play the national anthem. And I did not realize that it's like 45 minutes of previews and commercials and everything else. So it's finally about to start.
And then the anthem comes on.
And this was like back in the day where everyone stood up. And I was like, for fuck's sake, what is... And my husband was like, shut up.
Shut up, stand up, be quiet.
So ashamed.
Yes.
And I agree, like it was... But I really didn't know what was happening. I wasn't saying for fuck's sake about the anthem. I was just like, why are we standing up now after 45 minutes? So anyways, this guy, this kind of like special needs guy was there selling...
Lotto tickets?
No, he was selling like stuffed animals, but they seemed to allow him to do that because it was set up inside of the office, and he was going around telling people to stand up, and people were ignoring him. And
he was selling farongs to stand up?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying ties, and I was like, well,
no, they were already standing up because they know how the world works. But if you're getting your driver's license here, you've been here long enough to know.
Agreed.
And once again, read the room. Everyone stands up. Stand up.
Yes.
No one's forcing you to sing.
Also, farongs can fuck off because you don't have to like the king, agree with the king, get on board with any of that. You can be like, it's not my king. You are living in this country. You're a guest in the kingdom. You have to be on your best fucking manners.
Yeah.
That's just in fact how it works.
Yes.
So like, stand up.
Yeah.
If there are Thais that are choosing not to, like, that's their culture, that's their choice, that's their thing. But I don't think you have the right.
But I think also, I'm not sure, but I've seen in the cinema nowadays, it's less Thai standing up.
Yes, I have
But
too.
at these government buildings, there's not anyone making a protest.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're not going to be.
They're all standing up.
I'm going to choose to sit this one out. They're like, today I'm going to be patriotic.
And you should too.
Exactly.
I agree.
So yeah, that was just my little like side note of driver's license. I'm annoyed. I'm going to go through the whole fucking process again. Meaning I have to go back to the U.S. Embassy again.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So maybe it'll give me another story for the pod, but.
Yeah, maybe you'll see a different dribbling,
exactly,
sneezing old person.
Yeah, someone gets
Did I
butt
ever
wiped.
tell you about when I got my health check for the first time I got my driver's license?
Mm-mm.
So, Kuntal's like, you gotta get a health check for a driver's license. And I was like, where does a person go do a thing like that?
Yeah.
And he's like, you go to this clinic right here and it'll cost, no money and it's really easy and just pop over. And I was like, okay. So took a grab over, out in Nonthaburi. And this was like a very local clinic.
Okay.
This was like Pakrat, like of
Yeah.
the people,
For the people, by the people.
Yeah, for the people by the people. There's like one person working there and one nurse, like one doctor, one
Yes.
nurse, and like 7 people, all of whom are elderly and sick, like sitting there, and I'm waiting to get checked out.
Yes.
Oh, so I had jet lag. I had just come back from the States, and I think I'd literally come back that day.
Okay.
So I kept falling asleep. You know when someone dramatically falls asleep and their like
Yes.
body physically falls over?
That's what you
I
were-
kept doing it because it was like dead ass quiet in the room.
And they're like, she seems
And it's
healthy.
warm, right? And I'm just like
Yeah.
like nodding out of the chair.
Yeah.
Okay. So I walk in and I'm like, Sawadee Khan, I need to get my driver's, health check. And he goes, oh, okay. And he sits me down and he looks at me and he says, you have a fever? And I said, no. He says, you ever sick? And I said, no. And he said, where are you from? And I said, New York. And he goes, you like the Yankees? And he was very animated and
you're
happy.
like, of
So I
course
went,
do.
yeah, yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I love the Yankees. I said, oh, so cool. And he said, okay. And he signed it and gave it to me. Literally, not one thing was checked on me, examined, not an eye test, not an anything. And I was like, okay, great. This is really indicative.
Is it the work permit or the driver's license that you have to do the syphilis test?
I had a work permit, but I never had to take a.
You may have had it
Maybe I
without
had it.
knowing. Not had syphilis.
I
but,
was like, hey there, sailor.
So I think it's the work permit one, but
Must have been that,
The
'cause I
first
didn't-
time I went to do that test,
Syphilis test.
I had already like the list of like
Syphilis?
like all the things that they need that they test you for. So I knew that syphilis was on there. So I'm in my head like at the hospital because I didn't know this is such a routine thing for them to do these paperwork
Sure.
for, and so I was like, okay, they've done this, and at one point she had laid me down on the table and looked at my hands and like kind of rubbed them a little bit, like with the back of her hand kind of rubbed the palm, and then looked at my wrist and rubbed with the finger. And I don't know,
Yeah.
rub away. And then when we were finished, I was like, I think I also need a syphilis test for this work permit or whatever. And she was like, no, I did that test. And I was like, what? And she was like, when you were lying on the table.
That's how you test for syphilis? You rub someone's hand?
I don't know, here, maybe. I swear, I was like, what the actual fuck just happened?
I feel like I need to look this up on the interwebs
Okay, well,
for a consultation. How does one dear internet, how does one test for syphilis? Not that I have it. Don't start sending me things in my algorithm. And now the phone's listening. I'm going to get
but
like
also,
ads for anti-syphilis medications.
why do we need a syphilis test for like a work permit or a driver's thing? What does that have to do?
Probably because they just don't want you bringing that shit over here.
Yes, but okay,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Maybe it's just an opportunity. Maybe they want to know what you've been up to, who you've been visiting, what kind of massage parlors you've been at.
What? Oh, it said simply cannot be detected by simply rubbing palms together. I was like, what? It can be? I'm going to
Cannot be. And that's how she tested you.
So a rash on the palm is a symptom, not a test, while non-itchy rash on the palms of the hands and soles of the feet is a characteristic symptom of the secondary stage of syphilis. So that would mean I'm in secondary. So basically I'd be like
You're
on
aflamed.
death's door.
You're aflamed.
Yeah.
Can you die from syphilis?
I mean, I don't know. Probably you could die from anything.
I mean, probably.
Especially with the heat here mixed with a little syphilis. I mean, goodness.
What a cocktail. We'll call it the Pattaya special. Oh, I'm going to Pattaya this weekend.
For the birthday.
Yeah, maybe I'll have fun stories from that.
I hope so. But yeah, so I don't know what that was about, but yes.
Yeah. No doubt I will see things at the water park that I will certainly be able to tell you tales about.
I guess you're going to see some interesting swimsuits.
Oh, for sure.
Or lack of.
Well, hopefully not. I mean, it's a family park, but that doesn't mean anything. There'll be tourists there, so God only knows.
Oh, yeah.
There was some guy walking down the road here on the way to your apartment when I came over here today. Some big, like, sort of muscly, bro-y looking dude walking around with his shirt off. And I was like, ugh, it's like 9 a.m. Put your fucking shirt on.
Put your tits away.
I don't want to see him.
Yeah. But I'm also not a big fan of these, like, gym shirts where it's basically like a string that these men are wearing and their tits are out. Now, luckily, this is quite a gay neighborhood, so most of the guys walking around like that
are fit,
have decent bodies.
Thank God.
So at least there's that, and it's not like the Pattaya slide with that, and like some
the
hairy
belly.
Titties
Those are big old titties. They're definitely bigger than mine. That I will see lots of at the water park. Old men with big titties,
and some women with some big titties too. I guess
some women with some big titties, and some very young women that are attached to those old men, for sure.
Hopefully, basically, that you don't have bad traffic. And the nice thing will be it's so hot that it's going to be, like, just nice to be there anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you have any dinner plans?
Oh, because I'm going with, like, 13-year-old children.
Room service.
We'll, like, do, quote, quote, fancy dinner at the hotel.
Okay.
I'm going to get the hotel to, like, do a cake and do a whole, surprise happy birthday thing. They think that's fancy. Let them order whatever they want, mocktails around.
To be honest, in Pattaya, the hotels are nice and the restaurants are nice. If it's like on the beach and stuff,
I've eaten
really
there before.
Nice.
The food's really nice at that hotel.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell a quick last story. We were in Pattaya when my husband got COVID the first time, and he was doing a seminar, and I think he was probably sick, but maybe not really sure about it yet. Whatever. It wasn't a big seminar, but we were at this hotel, and I don't know who came up with this design, but in the middle of basically like this huge, let's say, outdoor seating area where you do the breakfast, there's all these tables. In the middle of that was this little, what would you call it? Like, water was inside it, almost like a little creek type thing, but man-made.
Sort of like a pondy kind of stream.
But just one line down the very middle.
Yeah.
And where
a water feature.
Yes. That just sunk in like a meter down and then came back up, and from a distance you didn't see it at all. And he fell in that. Yes. But he was wearing shorts because it was breakfast. Busted his shin.
Oh, my God.
Gushing blood everywhere. Surely needed stitches.
Oh, my God.
And was like, we are not going to the hospital. Call the driver. We're going to go home now. And we got home.
With his bloody leg?
Yeah, we got it to stop bleeding and everything like that, and then we got home and I went to the pharmacy and was like, I need everything you have for bloody leg and closing it up and all the COVID shit. And then he did the test and it was positive. because at the time they would have made you go to the hospital and like stay there and stuff, and it was just like, no, we're not doing this. Sorry, anyone that I didn't tell this story to before, but it was just ridiculous. So yeah, but he still has this like gnarly scar. Probably because we didn't go and get it taken care of. Yeah. But
I just like the image, though, honestly, of him like going ass over tits into the water feature at the
insane.
breakfast buffet.
Yes. And to be honest.
Sober.
Yes. I don't know how this doesn't happen more often. Because everyone's looking on their phone while they're walking.
Truth.
Like, so how, I mean, maybe they closed it up by now. Maybe it's no longer there.
True. Maybe they filled it in.
Yeah. But anyway, so, all right. Well, you're going to have fun in Pattaya.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to hear all about it.
All right. I'll talk to you then.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.